Your guy got one, my guy got one. Some guys need rest days. It's what it is, Joe.
I mean, I don't know. Dak did come out and say you need to pay Zeke and Amari. Amari didn't get paid though. He
Amari got
did.
paid. He got paid.
Yeah.
And then they
So
cut him the next year. And then what they do with Zeke? They paid him. 2 years later, he got cut.
he
CD
got
got
cut. That.
paid.
Damn, Amari get cut because that COVID situation.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. CD, I'm just saying. You do two more streams, CD, you might be out of there too. But we talking rest days. Fellas. It's okay when you need a mental break. We all have PTO. We all need to go on vacations. But when one of your teammates come out and says that they guarantee that y'all gonna win the finals, but then your coach comes back and says, you know what, man, I sat Steph because he was tired. Tomo was tired of hearing how people kept calling him crazy when he was talking about the Warriors. But Steve Kerr must have heard me because it came out and Steve Kerr was saying that he's gonna rest Steph because he's tired. This team has been balling since they got Jimmy Butler. Joe, tell me why. You know what? I'm going to just say what he said. Boss, he ain't working. Say he tired, boss. Tell him, Joe, why he don't need to be tired. New York City tired.
And it's actually been confirmed. It just happened just now that he will miss tonight's game. He is out for rest.
Against the Spurs, right? Against the
Bucks.
It's a Bucks. I know it was the Spurs. All right. So here's the thing, y'all. Here's my issue with the whole situation. They go on a 7-game win streak.
7.
Did anybody hear anything about Steph being tired?
Nope.
They lose to the Denver Nuggets without Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic on national television at home. Aaron Gordon has like 36 points. Russell Westbrook have a triple-double. Without Jokic, 4 strip. Kuminga's back. Butler was there. Steph was there. Everybody was there. They lose. Steph is too tired. Do y'all know in that game, Steph played 34 minutes? Sorry, Steph played 36 minutes. Steph haven't played 40 minutes in a long time. 36, 35, 30, 34, 33, 36, 33, 30, 36, 34. He averaged 32 minutes a game. So you look at Kevin Durant minutes, he logging some minutes. I get it. Steph the game style he plays, he's running miles and miles and miles all game. But that's been Steph his whole career. But all of a sudden you lose to the Denver Nuggets without Jokic and Murray, and now Steph Curry's tired. So now look, I don't want to make a huge big deal out of it. I just thought it was crazy. The timing was so bad. It sounds so weak. I don't think Steph would come out and say that. That's on Steve Kerr. I don't know why Steve Kerr would come out and even say that. Right? So, and also on top of that, I got thrown over for a second. Also, on top of
Bradley
that,
Beal, he do that to a lot of teams.
I know. I saw Bradley Beal. I saw Pops. I saw Dreads. What the heck is going on? All right. So
anything with Bradley Beal could throw you off. Just go ahead.
So my whole thing, it's weird because I didn't hear none of this stuff when they were winning. I didn't hear none of this stuff. I watched that game last night. Westbrook played great. Aaron Gordon played great. They controlled that game from start to finish. And Steph Steph had 20 points, 6 for 21, 4 rebounds, 7 to say. He wasn't great. They really never had a chance. They had to lead the whole game. So Steve Kerr, what I don't like about this situation is that, you don't solidify the seed in your standings. The Timberwolves are hot right now. You know what I mean? Like you got guys climbing right behind y'all. Y'all, what is it, 6 seed right now?
Yep.
Y'all not guaranteed a spot outside of play-in. Every time the Warriors made a play-in, they didn't make it out. Y'all know that? They went against the play-in against us.
Damn it!
They win the play-in against us. Wop. Go ahead, Tomo.
I got you.
Then he got it right there on point. They went against the playoffs against us. Keegan Murray cooked them. What happened, Tomo? They went against the Lakers. LeBron seeing 3 rounds. Hit it 3 and 1. What happened, Tomo? Then you win the game. You play a young Memphis Grizzlies team in the play-in. And what happened? So you're not guaranteed a spot. If you the Warriors, you want to get a playoff spot. So why rest Steph? Now I get it. I don't get it because you're playing the Bucks. You need this game. So I was confused by the whole situation. Steve Kerr, just shut your mouth, man. Like, why are we telling me you're Steph tired? I don't get it. So I didn't like him saying that. Go ahead, y'all. Y'all say y'all part.
All right, I'm gonna be quick. I just want to ask you one question.
Dang, they everybody surprised you got some jobs.
It's been a whole month now. People a whole month.
Woo. So Steve Kerr, he did play for the Spurs, right?
Yes, he did.
I'm just saying, you know, it seems like it's a running thing with these West Coast teams, man. They like, you know, we're gonna rest some of these players because we want to make a deep run into the playoffs. But 6 and 7 is right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a few good nights, you could be, like Joe said, playing for that play-in spot. And I've been watching the Warriors ever since I've been called crazy. That's all I'm saying. What they say, used to call me Crazy Joe. Now you call me Batman. They can call some people Sleepy Joe. And they might call him Sleepy Steph, because at this point, bro, I don't know why you saying, I don't even know. Steph probably heard that and looked up and said, hey, bro, what you doing? Why would you say that? Just say, you know, I got like an ankle thing or something. Like I'm dealing with something, a lingering injury. Don't say I'm tired. Because at this point in the season, everybody's tired. Yeah, I'm tired of watching the Wizards some nights, but I ain't going to stop watching them. Like, I'm just saying, though. For Steve Kerr to say that, you're not looking out one for your team. You're not looking out for your player. Also, like the morale there. And one more time, Draymond said once Jimmy Butler got there, it changed the way we looked at how we played some of these games. It boosted the energy. It gave us more morale. And then to hear that right after you play the Denver Nuggets, I don't know. I can't wait to hear what Draymond gonna say on this podcast, though, because you know he's gonna address it. And it's gonna be funny. But nah. Rest days, the NBA, man, this is why everybody say it's soft. Dave?
I'm gonna use one of your things, Joe. For what? Rest for what? Like you said, he ain't playing no big minutes. 32 minutes again. That's nothing. Y'all, you know, Joe, he hasn't played 30, he hasn't played that many minutes on the court since Jimmy got there. They were 12-2. Now they're 12-3, and all of a sudden now he got to take a rest. That's Steph. Come on now. He can play against the Bucks, but the Bucks ain't one of the best defensive teams in the league. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have some opportunities to rest against the Bucks. Somebody show me a stat where the Bucks is one of the top defenses in the NBA. Please tell me, because I don't. When people talk about the Bucks, yeah, Brook Lopez and Giannis, but who else? Kuzma ain't playing no defense for real. Chris Middleton is gone. He with the Wizards. Drew Holiday been gone. He don't win a championship with the Celtics last year. The defense ain't there for real. They're still not one of the best defensive teams in the league. Steph can still handle business. And he getting rest. You know what? Didn't the NBA just investigate 2 teams just recently about not having their players out there? It was what? OKC and the 76ers?
76ers, yeah.
So are we going to see an investigation for the Warriors sitting Steph for rest? Hey, equal opportunity. He ain't injured. Ain't nothing wrong with him. And plus, you still got 14 games left on the season to figure out exactly where you're going to be when it comes to seeding. Like Joe said, you're the 6th seed right now. You don't have a lot of leeway to just be where you are, because number 7 is right behind you. They not 10 games behind you. They not 13, 20 games behind you. They are right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. You got Jimmy. You may think you got an opportunity to be the 6th seed and get into the playoffs. That's fine and dandy. But remember, injuries do happen. So if Jimmy gets hurt, then what you gonna do? Jimmy has gotten hurt around this time multiple times over the last few seasons with the Miami Heat. Draymond Green is known for being hurt as well. You just had someone else. You just had Kuminga come back from off an injury. Why does Steph need injury? Why is Steph the only one that needs rest? Is he the only one that's played 30 plus minutes? Did Jimmy not play 30 plus minutes? Did Draymond not play 30 plus minutes? Is it because is it because he has the scoring load? Is that your reason? Because he's had to put the scoring load on his shoulders, but that's always been Steph. That's so different. That happened when Klay Thompson was there, when Andre Iguodala was there. May not so much when KD was there, but he still had to put up numbers. So I don't like the reasoning. But
And
I guess you're right. He came from the Spurs, so he just,
and Joe KD got to play all the minutes he can because the Suns, man. I don't know what to say about them.
I do want to say this too. Look at y'all. The Warriors haven't played a back-to-back since March 3rd and the 4th. They played the Hornets and the Knicks, and they won. And then I didn't hear nothing about no tired. Then after the Knicks, they played Brooklyn 2 days later. Then they played Detroit at home 2 days later. Then they played Portland at home 2 days later. Then they played the Kings at home 3 days later. Then they played the Knicks at home 2 days later. Then they just played the Nuggets at home 2 days later. They just did a home stretch in the last 5 games. They played their first back-to-back in a while against the Bucks at home, and Steph is tired. And guess what? After this Bucks game, y'all, they played the Toronto Raptors 2 games later at home. Then they go on the road, play Atlanta 2 games later. Miami 2 games later. 3 games later. The Pelicans 3 games later. And then the Spurs 2 games. I mean, like, bruh, I get it. Like, I remember one time Pop, he set down the whole starting lineup, like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, all them dudes, against your Miami Heat when LeBron was there in the primetime game. And the schedule was wild. They had like 3 back. They was on a road trip. They had like 3 back-to-backs in like 10 games. It was crazy. And he was like, this is a ridiculous part of the schedule. I'm gonna sit my guys. But this is his first back-to-back, and come on, y'all. And y'all on the road. You take this bad L, you want to bounce back. Wow. Like, what's the point?
I can see Steve. Yo, all right. I can see Steve Kerr. Let me try to play the other side of it. I can see him saying, you know what, this is one of the weaker parts of our schedule. Going off of everybody you said that did get hurt. Let me rest them for a little while.
The Bucks. Look, I understand the Bucks is not a good defensive team, but they're not an easy team to go up against.
If anything, rest them against Denver when Jokic and Murray didn't play.
Exactly. That's where you rest them.
And now you don't want to go into Bucks. You don't want to rest. You want to rest them. What the heck?
The last time I defend Steve Kerr.
I mean, you would have taken an L. I mean, you lost anyway with them. Might as well rest him. He's too tired. What?
I don't like that line. That was insane.
He's exhausted. That's what he said. Exhausted.
Come on. And then he was like, "No, we might rest him." Once you say we might rest him, that means you're gonna rest him. Come on, we know the deal with Steve Kerr.
Well, we do know who